Hello and welcome to the Titus Timeout podcast. I'm Jenny Abney-Civy, and today is my 20th anniversary with Titus. And I was just thinking about my first day with Titus and how there seem to be so many acronyms. So I thought for today's podcast I would cover the most common acronyms related to Titus products. So let's start with VAV. VAV stands for Variable Air Volume. I talk about variable air volume systems a lot, so I hope you know what those are. Next is CFM, which stands for cubic feet per minute. That is a measure of air volume. FPM is feet per minute. That's the velocity of the air. CAV is constant air volume. It's kind of the opposite of a VAV system. DDC stands for direct digital control. PIU stands for Powered Induction Unit, and that's a fan box. You don't hear it very often, but it stumped me the first time I heard it. T50 is the throw at 50 feet per minute. You'll also hear T100 and T150 for 100 feet per minute and 150 feet per minute. UFAD, Underfloor Air Distribution. This is a type of air distribution system. ASHRAE. ASHRAE is the American Society for Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Engineers. ASHRAE is the organization that oversees much of the industry work and standards. LEED. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. LEED is one of the more common green building standards. AHRI is the Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Institute. AHRI is the testing and certification program that we use in VAV boxes and fan coils. USGBC is the U.S. Green Building Council. They oversee the LEED program. UL is Underwriters Laboratory. They put out the standards mostly for safety and electrical standards for our VAV boxes and fan coils. ETL is the Environmental Testing Laboratory. They test to UL standards. So UL does testing and writes the standards, and then ETL tests to the UL standards. GPM is gallons per minute. It's a volume of water flow. GRD is grills, registers, and diffusers. And sometimes you may hear it as RGDs, which is registered grills and diffusers. NC stands for noise criteria. RC stands for room criteria. Both of these are acoustical terms. PSI, or pounds per square inch. PSC is permanent split capacitor. PSC motors are usually the standard motor offering on fan boxes and fan coils. And then ECM stands for electronically commutated motor. These are becoming more and more common now. They are the higher efficiency motors that you can find in fan boxes and fan coils. SCR stands for silicon controlled rectifier. You use an SCR to control the fan speed of a PSC motor. PWM stands for pulse width modulation. You use a PWM to control the fan speed of an ECM motor. RPM is revolutions per minute. This is how fast your motor is spinning. BTU is British Thermal Unit. So we talk about load in terms of BTU or BTUH, British Thermal Units per hour. And MBH is 1,000 BTUs, M being the Roman numeral for 1,000. LAT is leaving air temperature. This is usually the temperature you want the air to leave the box, say in reheat. EAT is entering air temperature. So this is the temperature that's coming into your electric coil, say in your VAV box. LWT is leaving water temperature. This is the temperature that the water leaves your water coil. EWT is entering water temperature. This is the temperature that the water enters your water coil. So you use these last four to determine the capacity of your water coil. And ADPI is Air Diffusion Performance Index. This is an index of comfort used in air distribution. So there's a quick list of the most common acronyms you'll see related to air distribution and Titus products. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for taking the time out with us.